Okay, if you're changing a water pump in a 60s through 90s Evenrude, Johnson, even later or earlier, this is something, most of them do this. There's a pickup tube that runs from the head down into the water pump, and this is upside down, you're not seeing things. Now this particular outboard is a parts build, and I know that because that green right there is Johnson. These two match, but the bottom end's another different color. One of the transom clamps is different. That's fine. I do that all the time. You take all the best parts, make a good outboard. And this is a good outboard. But the one mistake they made is that tube up here. These are designed to be clamped onto something, so they're on like a 45-degree angle. And that tube will kind of droop to one side. And engineers knew that, and they cut the tube on an angle this way. So you got a smaller point that'll go in the rubber grommet that supports it on the bottom, and then it'll center itself. Well, the cunt that built this put a square cut on it when he replaced that tube, which isn't all that uncommon. Sometimes they break. So he put another tube in there out of whatever stock he had, but he put a square cut. You will not get that prick together on a transom. You got to turn it upside down like this. You get it, your shifting linkage connected. You get your prop shaft in, you just turn your prop and it'll go into the crankshaft, and then you just gotta kind of shake it around this way, that way, and just keep trying, and eventually it'll go, it'll drop right in. That's about the only way you do it. And you might be there for an hour doing that, or you might be there for 2 minutes. It took me about a half an hour of wiggling to get that in there. I didn't notice it until I went to put it back together, and I already had the shifting linkage done up. Had I not noted, or had I noticed, there's not very many bolts. I'd have pulled that off and measured it and put a 45 on it. But anyway, it's together. You just put down a piece of cardboard so you don't damage the hood, shake it around, and eventually everything will just drop into place. So if you're having issues, check that out. Make sure you've got a 45. Or even if it's bent a little bit, by putting it like this, it kind of stands straight up and it's able to wobble around. When it's on its transom bracket, it's just kind of set on a 45. It's going to droop. Anyway, that's my little part of wisdom for you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll catch you on the next video.